Once upon a time, in the 1950s, in the bustling city of Baltimore, there lived a woman named Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta was an ordinary African-American woman, but her story would become one of the most extraordinary in the history of science. One day, Henrietta was diagnosed with cervical cancer, and she sought treatment at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Without her knowledge or consent, a small sample of her cancerous cells was taken by the doctors. Little did she know that these cells would become known as HeLa cells, a name derived from the first two letters of her first and last names, and that they would change the world of medicine forever. HeLa cells were unlike any others. They possessed a unique ability to multiply rapidly and thrive in a laboratory environment. Scientists quickly realized the potential of these remarkable cells. They could be used for various experiments and studies because of their exceptional durability and adaptability. HeLa cells played a vital role in the development of the polio vaccine, one of the most significant medical breakthroughs of the 20th century. The ability of HeLa cells to grow in large quantities allowed researchers to test and refine the vaccine, eventually leading to its successful production. This marked the beginning of the HeLa cells' journey into the world of science. Meanwhile, a young science writer named Rebecca Skloot became fascinated by the story of Henrietta Lacks and her extraordinary cells. She embarked on a mission to unravel the mystery surrounding Henrietta and the HeLa cells, and this journey became the heart of her book. As Rebecca delved deeper into the story, she uncovered a web of ethical concerns. Henrietta's family had been kept in the dark about the use of her cells for research. There was no informed consent. Rebecca found herself facing questions about the ethical implications of using human cells for scientific advancement. Rebecca introduced us to Henrietta's family, particularly her daughter Deborah Lacks. Deborah was determined to learn more about her mother's legacy and the mysterious cells that had played a role in countless scientific discoveries. She struggled with the knowledge that her mother's cells had been used without her consent, even though it had contributed to saving countless lives. Rebecca's journey was not just about science, it was a deeply personal one. She faced her own challenges in gaining the trust of the Lacks family. It was a difficult journey, filled with moments of doubt and uncertainty. She was committed to telling the story of Henrietta and her family accurately and with compassion. Through her research, Rebecca discovered that Henrietta's contribution to science had gone largely unrecognized for decades. Her family, living in poverty and lacking access to healthcare, struggled to make ends meet. Corporations had profited from HeLa cells, while the Lacks family faced hardships. The book powerfully illustrates the disparities in recognition and compensation for those whose biological materials have contributed to scientific advancement. It brings to light the ethical responsibilities of the scientific community and the importance of informed consent and patient rights. As Rebecca's journey unfolded, it became evident that the HeLa cells had left an indelible mark on medical science. They had been instrumental in understanding and combating various diseases, including cancer and AIDS. They had paved the way for countless scientific discoveries and medical breakthroughs. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks is not just a book about science, it's a book about the enduring legacy of one woman's cells and the moral questions they raise. It highlights the critical importance of acknowledging the individuals and families whose contributions to science have often gone unnoticed. In conclusion, Rebecca Skloot's book is a captivating blend of science, history, and personal narrative. It tells the story of an unsung hero, Henrietta Lacks, and the incredible impact her cells have had on the world of medicine. It reminds us that behind every scientific discovery, there are real people with real stories, and their rights and contributions should never be forgotten. This is a story that inspires us to ponder the complex relationship between science, ethics, and the human experience.